Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you are new, better yet, you know what? I got a lot of new subscribers. So let me reintroduce myself. My name is Mecca. I am a child care provider. I have been running my business in my home. October the 16th of this year will make 11 years. I give out tips and tricks. I always speak from experience. So if you're looking to get information from a provider that's going to keep it real, I do not gatekeep. This is definitely the channel for you. But I don't like to keep you guys waiting. Let's get started. You will be seeing me looking down from time to time because I gotta have my notes. I did not want to leave anything out. So let's jump right into it. First, low ratio with staff. Do you know that now I can really speak on this stuff because this is exactly what I did, but I learned from. So I have to share this because I want other providers to know that this is not the route to go. Okay, so for example, I will sit there and I can have normally I will have 7 kids or 8 kids. I will be down to only 1 child or 2, and I will still have my assistant to come in and work. Why? When I can do that myself, me not realizing why am I paying out and I only have 2 children. This right here could have been differently. And then it messes with your budget also. You know, you want to make sure not to just be paying. And it's just like if you go, when we work the job, us providers, we know how it is. If they turn around and tell us, well, what they used to say, they have too many employees and they don't need us, what do? They send us home. It's the same thing. They're not going to sit there and pay out something that they can do themselves or really don't even need you. So yes, I used to do that. Even if it was one happy little soul, I would pay the assistant the full pay for the day. Like I said, I'm new in this and I didn't know, so I'm starting from scratch. But that's what I used to do, but I will not do that again anymore. Next, staff on the phone. OMG. That right there was a head buster for me. I had some assistants who will put their phone to the side. They didn't worry about it, but I let them know if you have kids, they can call the office number if you're really in need, if it's an emergency or whatever. But I had staff before who would be on their phone 24/7. It got so bad that I would say, you know what? You're going to go home or I'm going to let you go. Because if you're on your phone, how are you attending to these children? I'm not even on my phone at all. So I'm not going to allow someone else to come in and just be on their phone. But yes, that was definitely a big problem. But I made sure I solved it. Next is low budget, full pay. Now, this right here, you guys, I will have, say, we know that some parents either move, things happen, we lose kids. All kids are not guaranteed. I can have about 12 kids. I have my assistants. Now I'm dropped from 12, let's say, to 7. But I'm still paying my assistant full pay. And as I'm paying them full pay, I'm trying to figure out on my end, okay, now I got to see how I got to do this. How do I do this? I'm changing everything but my assistant's pay. No, it's a business. You have to run it like a business. It's business. You can't just run your business off your feelings, Not saying being cold-hearted, but it's what's right. You have to run it the way that you need to run it. Because if you go work somewhere else, they're definitely going to run their business the way they're going to run their business. And they're not going to feel sorry for you. If it affects their budget and it's not in their budget to pay you, they're either going to cut your days, or they're going to let you go. So yes, I will literally still pay full pay, knowing I can barely afford it, just because I said, you know what, I need my assistance. But if you really look at it, if you're losing kids and the ratio is getting lower, you really don't need assistance like that full time, because now you can actually run this yourself based on your ratio. So that was something else that I did that I won't do again. So these are basically like lessons learned. Next, supervising. Okay. When you have your assistants, you have to really pay attention and see, because it takes patience to work with kids. All kids are not the same. You're dealing with all these personalities. You got some frustrated, you got some happy. You know, they go through their own little moods. And plus, we don't know how their morning went. Even though they're kids, they're still small. They still have feelings. They just don't know how to really express it. A lot of them express it through crying, acting out, whatever the case may be. But like when I had my substitute, I would leave out. But I'm not the type of provider that really would just like to just leave and be gone, because I like to make sure that my kids are really taken care of. And, you know, I like to make sure that, you know, you're not on your phone. You might be saying, well, then why don't you get cameras? Well, you know what? As far as getting cameras, my kids, they were able to talk. And like I said, I didn't leave like that. I really didn't. It would be a quick run to the office or whatever, but I'm constantly calling. And of course, I will ask my happy little souls, how do you feel? Do you feel okay? Anything you need to tell me? Yes, I will question my happy little souls, because I'm going to make sure that they are all right. Also, I'm going to make sure that I pay attention to energy. So before I hire any assistant, I'm going to look at your energy. I'm going to pay attention to it. I'm going to see how you talk. I'm going to look at everything. And plus, I'm going to see how my spirit tells me. And if God puts something on me like, nope, don't do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to back off. I'm not going to move forward at all. Because also you have to look at it too. Not just this is your business, but this is your home. We are sharing our business with our home, dividing it. And then you have to be cautious with who you let in your home. I had some great staff. I can really say that. But I'm just talking about the experiences that I had while I had staff. Because, of course, all staff are not the same. Taking pictures. I did not allow that. No assistants were not allowed to take pictures of any of the children and put it on their social medias. That happened one time. I had an assistant took a picture. I'm sitting right there. I said, no. What are you going to do with that picture? You're not taking no pictures of them. I was going to put it on my page. We're not doing that. We are not. Do not take pictures of any of my happy little souls and put it on your social media. I take pictures of them and it goes right on my happy little souls Facebook or Instagram. No assistants are allowed to take pictures of the children. Only time I allow them to, if they had my phone and I'm working with a child like one-on-one. Here, you're working with that one? Here, take pictures with my phone, do a video, and show exactly what they are doing. So therefore I can post it. Next, tone of voice. I pay attention to everything. Tone of voice. You have to talk to my happy little souls in a calm voice. There's no hollering at them or anything. I had one assistant one time, and the tone, I was like, I'm not liking your tone. This tone not going to work here. And if you're going to be using that type of tone, I'm going to let you go. Oh, yes, I will let go quick, fast, in a hurry. If I have to do it by myself, then I will. I will be just fine. But you have to pay attention to the tone of voice, face expression, body movements, everything when you have assistant working with your children. All that takes place. You have to pay attention to those signs. It will let you know. Just step back and watch. Next is, I was basically kind of like talking on this, how I question my happy little souls, asking them, are you okay? Do you feel safe? And how do you feel? It's basically like making sure that they are okay too. Not just hiring staff just because that's what I need, but I have to make sure that my happy little souls are okay also, because they have feelings. And I have to make sure that they feel safe, not just with me, but whoever else I hire. And, of course, my parents, they got to know who working with their children too. It's only right. So yes, I questions my happy little souls. Next, staff / difficult parent. Okay. This is an incident that happened before. I had a parent who got upset. I experienced parents getting upset if you tell them no. Yes. Say, for example, if they had a change schedule and you tell them no, well, I'm sorry, I cannot adjust to your new schedule because either normally you're full to capacity. And parent got mad, threatened to snatch the kids out. That don't bother me. I'm not going to argue with a parent. I'm not about to get upset because at the end of the day, it's so many children out here. And I had this parent going off on me, calling me out my name. I'm not about to feed their energy. I'm not. As long as you don't take it too far, trying to threaten anything, all I got to do is make one phone call. I'm working with children, and I don't think you want to go to the system at all whatsoever. But I will have my assistants. They were so upset that they wanted to go back and forth with the parent. No, you have to make sure that you have assistants who know how to control their emotions. If I'm not feeding this negativity, then you can't feed it either. We are not here to do this at all. We're going to make sure that we handle ourselves. We are not going to allow anybody, give nobody the power to take us out of character. I'm not doing it. I don't need you to do it. I'm okay. I understand you don't like how this parent is yelling, going off, went on social media, trying to slander my name. Okay, I have a lot of people rooting for me. And a lot of people know. And plus, one thing about children, they're not going to lie. Kids are going to let you know who is right. Believe that. Including babies. Babies can't talk. But baby, they can tell if that spirit not right. Look, God know what he was doing, okay? When he made babies. Okay, next. Assistance with babies. This topic right here, I had, you have some people when they see babies, yes, babies are so lovable. You just want to just hold them. Me, personally, I don't just sit there and just hold babies. No. I'm going to keep them busy. We're going to do tummy time, put them in their bouncer. I'm going to keep them moving. And I had assistants before. I said, do not just sit here and hold the babies because you are going to spoil them and the baby is only going to want your arms. I had parents before who brought babies to me and they could not get the baby from not wanting to be in their arms. So when I had the baby in my care, I would work with the baby, do different things. Parent will follow. I didn't have to worry about that. So I had assistants before who will hold the babies. I said, please don't hold them. Okay. So I had one assistant who was just so lovable with the babies. The baby did not want to be put down. After I kept telling her, the baby did not want to be put down. Next thing you know, when the baby started going home, the baby wanted the mom to hold him all the time. So you know what? The mom asked me, is there anybody there who is holding my baby? Because I do not want to spoil baby. I want to be able to move around when I have to go to work and when I have to drop my baby off. And I politely let her know, like I told my assistant, do not just sit there and hold the child. Because I'm not about to lie at all. It's only right because I look at the fact, if it's my child, I would want the truth. So yes, I'm going to tell the truth on my end. And she did not like it. And of course, she took the child out. So you know what I did? I let my assistant go because I kept telling you, do not hold the child. So if I'm going to lose kids by you not following the schedule, then you're not going to work here because you're not going to make it bad for me, not for my little soul or my parent. So that right there, I do not play that. Do not sit here and just hold the baby. Just because they're babies, it's things they can do. There's plenty of things babies can do. Just keep it busy with them, because I'll make sure I do that. Next, favoritism. When you have your assistant, you have to pay attention to how they treat each individual. You got to make sure, because you got some people who will latch to boys, some who will latch to girls. Or they can just see that, oh, it's just something about them so cute. It could be anything. You just never know. But you have to pay attention and make sure there are no favoritism. I've experienced that. And I told her they all would get the same attention. No child is better than the next child. Here, everything is equal. And that's how it always been. And that's how it always will be. So I let her know we are not going to do that, because I don't believe in that. And kids have feelings. Kids will feel bad. So you have to really look and pay attention on how your assistant works with each individual. But favoritism, yes, I spotted that. But I made sure it ended quick. She got it together. She understood. And that's what I loved about her. Next, you guys, this is a big one. Not taking it serious. Just because your business in your home, they're not taking it serious. This is not a babysitting business at all. I don't babysit. I provide care. So they will come in and thinking that just because in the house, oh, you can just sit and no, we're not going to do this. You're going to come here and you're going to work. You're going to give this business the same respect as if you walk into a building. This is just the outside perimeter. We're not going to do that. No. This is just the outside of the house. But coming in, you're going to know this is a business. This is like no kicking a spot or anything. You're working with children. Because if you're going to walk into a center, you're going to make sure, oh, what does need to be done? No, it's the same thing here. Because I had an assistant before. I could see how comfortable she was getting. And I let her know, no, you have to work. You're going to work with the children. This is not a game. This is a business. These kids here are somebody's world. It's not a hangout spot. And she'll look at like, oh, okay. Well, okay. And tried to come late. Oh, no. I will write you up. Write them up. Continuous lateness. Oh, yeah. It will lead to you being fired. So you have to make sure that you have all of your boundaries together. Don't let them just be coming in late like that. Not taking it serious. Yes, your business is in your home. Keep in mind, you run your business. Don't let your business run you at all. You can't worry about if you have to cut staff days, if you have to let them go. This is what you have to do. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I messed myself up quite a few times regarding budget. But I'm definitely going to put that in another video, because I got a lot to speak about budgeting. Having your business in the home. That's another story. But anyway, yes. So they wasn't taking it serious. Want to come in late. Want to just sit around. That's why I made sure I had schedules. This is what this child will be learning. I did 101. I had paperwork. Don't let no assistant come in your home and treating it like it's not what it is. It's still a business, and you deserve the same respect as if you were in a building. Don't feel like you're smaller, because you're not. You're just as big. And you actually doing something a lot of people wouldn't do. And that's share their home. You know, that takes a lot. You have to really, really want to do this when you share your home with other children. So therefore, you're taking space from you, from your kids. I definitely did that. I haven't had a living room, you guys, in like going on 11 years. That's a long time. But God got something in store for me, so I'm not even worried about that. I know God got something in store for me. Plus, my kids are bigger and they understand. So that's why I'm making some changes, which I will be keeping you guys updated with everything that I'll be doing. You will be definitely following me on my journey. I wish I could have recorded my entire journey, but I can speak on it, and I still have videos and pictures. But that is what I've actually experienced working with assistants. So if you have any assistants who come in, this is what I've experienced, which is something that I will not be doing again at all whatsoever. So I make sure that if I'm able to do it before I hire, I'm going to do it. I'm not just going to be quick to hire, pan out. No, you have to make sure your foundation is solid. Once it's solid, you got everything in order, then you can start bringing assistants in. But make sure you have your budget together. You have the right amount of kids, and make sure you are able to pay someone to come in and help. But don't overdo yourself. I hope this video helps somebody. If you have any requests, drop below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I got so much in store for you guys. I try to keep these videos coming. You know, we're working on back to school. Once I get everything together in my classroom, I will be doing another daycare tour. But this daycare tour, I want to inspire for those definitely who have a small space. You should not feel any lesser just because your space is smaller. I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm going to do mine. This is a new school year. You make sure you do what's best for you. Believe in yourself. Believe in your business. Pray over your business every single day. Start your day off with gratitude. If you had a rough day, why not go ahead and just get a book and do a brain dump? Write it out. Give it to God. Let it go. Let it go. So I hope this video helps someone, inspires someone, put a light bulb on, and like, you know what? I'm glad she made this video and help someone. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Be blessed. Remember, don't stress. Bye.